All right, everybody, I want to welcome you back to The Potty Line. I'm your girl, ZZJ.
And I'm Lala.
All right, you guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Oh! We have been on a roll because we have been having, like, girls' nights.
Yes.
And,
here's another one. So today we got the ladies back in the house. By popular demand, we got Carlita Sway.
Hello. Some of us
Yes.
call her Cola.
Koala, right? I still have to get on tip, but whatever, guys. You heard me, right? And we got
it's in the base, you know that, right? Just
Koala. Whatever. I know you guys are saying it too, but okay, I'm done. And it's a Black Beach Barbie.
You know, I'm here. Hello.
I'll come back with a horn.
If you guys had jerseys,
at this point in the game, you need a theme song.
I'll come back with a horn. But okay, ladies, so today's ladies' night. We want to talk about the lack of self-confidence and how, right? It's deep, it's hard.
Deep one.
And how it deprives you from experiencing life to the fullest. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like when people have self-confidence, they light up a room. Like when the way they present or the way they walk or the way they talk or the way they sit down, it's this demeanor where you're like, damn, what's your name? Sorry, who is that? You know, people want to know who you are, right? That's the definition of swag.
Mm-hmm. Swag.
Is confidence. You got that swag. You know who you are. You walk it, you talk it, you breathe it. You are your number one fan. But when you lack that, you the way you move about life, you're selling yourself short. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. I think like I totally agree, but what's crazy is I actually look at confidence in like on a different from a different perspective. For example, I feel like feeling confident is a big part of like our like existence. We're constantly trying to we're constantly always trying to boost our confidence, and we're always trying to like step it up. You know what I mean? Because the confidence you had maybe a few years back, that's like, you know, you're looking ahead.
Yeah.
Of like, and it's kind of like even when you start something for the first time, you don't have confidence in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Not in what you're doing, but you have confidence in yourself.
Yes, obviously you need to have like that will, that drive inside of you. Yeah. But it's like it can just be like different things. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think when there's a lack of confidence, when it involves like partners and like two people, I think like the whole term confidence is like two different things. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to be secure in whatever relationship you have with someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like your happiness is up to you. And like both people, like you're in charge of your own happiness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like your
absolutely.
own like internal fulfillment, you're in charge of that. Like I always don't know why people are like, oh, they make me happy. How?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how can someone make you happy? I think happiness is like, it's literally like a personal thing.
It is. I mean? It's a choice.
And
happiness is a choice.
Yeah. But then there are some people that are not on the level of security, and like they have a lack of confidence in whatever it is that they're involved in with the other person. Those are the people that like to snoop around.
Like to snoop
Those
around.
Those are the kind of people who are like digging and like getting pretty invasive sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time I think about people who are like in relationships or even like in any type of situation when you're like excessively like digging, it's like a whole word, like digging. And if I say it, you know. Like,
I know.
It's crazy, right? So pretty much like there is a lack of confidence in terms of like the digging, the diggers.
I think if you take it back several years from when you're, depending on your environment, whether it's innate or through school or work, confidence is molded and shaped depending on your upbringing. So it starts from in the home, like whether your mom, when you were 3 years old, was teaching you and talking to you, it starts from the way that they were speaking to you. If they were injecting positivity and believing in you, or if they were doing everything for you, picking out your outfits, putting everything, like feeding you even though you were capable of doing that. That robs you of your confidence, right? So then you go to school when you're 4, and then you're faced with classmates, and then you kind of like you kind of like, you find your place amongst your friends. I know you're little, but
it's the whole nature versus nurture thing.
Exactly. It's the nature versus nurture. And then as you grow older, it changes, and then you're always trying to become more confident, right? But I guess it just matters on what environment that you're in, and if you're strong enough to be able to fight through it and be confident and, you know, progress and grow, right?
See, the thing with me, it's like, it's interesting because I know that I am a confident person. Like, I'm naturally confident, you know? Like, I don't have... Ultimately, everybody has insecurities. If anyone says they don't have any insecurities, that's
You're lying.
That's a lie.
You're a
right?
liar.
Like, you could be the most confident person, but you're always going to have insecurities.
You're
And so it's like,
person.
so that's always the struggle with me. It's like, I'm confident. I'm very, like, super secure and happy with who I am, but I do still have insecurities. And especially when it comes to relationships, it's like, I could be the most confident person, but I am, like, so cynical when it comes to relationships because I'm just like, the trust is not there. It's like,
why
or
is that?
even like accepting a compliment. It's the weirdest thing, and I only noticed this like in my 30s that I'm like, oh my God, it's like hard for me to accept a compliment. Like,
Like, give us an
Why
example
is
of
that,
I
though?
only
a
recently
compliment.
just like got used to it. Like, if someone would be like, oh my God, you're such an amazing person, you're so beautiful, it would be like one of those things where it's like, not that I would be like, no, I'm not. It would be like, yeah, I know. But, like, you know, it would be like, you're just saying it just to say it.
You know what it
Even
is?
though-
But why don't you think it's a genuine compliment? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Can I tell you
because,
something?
like, but the weird thing is like, it's like, I know what you're saying is true, but I don't believe that you believe what you're saying. How
So it's
fucked
not
is
the other
that?
way around. Like,
No,
I don't
no.
believe
No,
it's
like,
true
it's
about
not
me.
out of an insecurity. It's like, I know that about me.
That's what I'm
but I
saying.
don't believe that you believe that. Like, you're just saying it
Okay,
because
there.
it's what people fucking say.
Confident Candace is up in the house.
You know, like, but I'm not an arrogant
Sit.
bitch.
No, you're
but
not
you
arrogant.
know.
Yeah. You believe in yourself.
Okay,
You
so
believe.
honestly, let
Yeah.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
You are not alone because I feel the same way. This
Yes.
is my reason. Okay,
100%.
if someone pays you a compliment and you agree,
What do you do?
why do I have to say thank you? I should say I agree, but you can't
Like,
say
I
that.
say I know sometimes.
No, I would
I never
I
say
feel like-
I know.
Yeah, I believe you.
As a joke, I'll
I
say
agree.
I know,
Like-
but think about the courage that it takes them to actually say that to you.
Yeah.
No, but you know what it
But
is?
they're not
It's like-
lying.
no, that's the thing. It's like, I don't believe you're a liar.
No,
I just-
somebody's telling you something that you agree with.
Oh,
You know
Do
what?
you
God.
agree?
This
Yay or
is-
nay? Are you beautiful?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
You better know that I know that. However, do
So,
I know
like-
that you know?
I'm like, you're
Or are
so.
you just saying it?
I just like in the ideal because it's crazy because
Yeah.
we have a standard of how we're supposed to answer a question.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if someone was to tell me, "Hey, you know, I think you're really pretty," what are the plausible answers you can give someone? Thank you, and maybe like, I know. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But what do you really want to say? Thank you for confirming that you're attracted to me, and
Right?
What is
We're on
going
the
from
same page.
there?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yeah, like, you know, my mom always told me I was beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up knowing that. You know what I mean?
See,
Like-
and this is where me and Lala relate because it's like we're not insecure. We have our insecurities, but when it comes to, like, you know, compliments or, yeah, it's just a weird thing. It's like, it's just this weird twist on things that I've kind of, like, realized about myself in my 30s, in my maturity. I have learned,
you know what,
that I don't know how to accept a compliment. And it's not out of arrogance. I'm not arrogant. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I know I'm not ugly. Like, I know I'm pretty fire. Like, sorry to say. Not arrogant, but when someone is just, like, telling me that, like, I feel like they have an ulterior motive.
Oh,
Yes, I was going to actually say
But
that.
That taps in, like,
jealousy,
from last week's episode with
and
trust.
karma,
This one,
and
she
evil
can't trust nobody.
eye, and
That's like a
But I think
deep
it's a
thing,
deep-rooted
right?
thing.
It's
Her
kind of fucked.
hold on. Her thing is trust. Her
That's
deep-rooted
no, but the
thing is trust.
If you are okay, so back to, like, this is how it relates, like, to, like, the lack of confidence, because it's like, why would you automatically assume that something that's nice being said to you has, like,
a hidden
jaded,
agenda,
like,
thing
it's
attached to it?
negative. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, that's
Yeah.
what you, that's
Yeah.
a you thing.
You have to
is.
figure
That's
out
a
what
you
that
thing.
experience
Because it's like
was.
you're like, it's like a person, and I understand, because a lot of people go through that, where it's like, you could be, like, coming to me, you're actually saying something positive, but I'm thinking, like, why is that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's, like, on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny because even though we grew up in the same household, we have different experiences. And for me, yes, I can say I'm confident now, but growing up, I was never confident in myself. And it goes back to the experiences that I had growing up. It wasn't necessarily like my parents never made me feel like that. Nobody in my family, nothing. We were never jealous of each other, never looked at like, I want what you have, I want what you have. But me growing up in a world where there was more predominantly white than black, I was always the token black girl growing up. And I didn't see a lot of my own people with me. So, like, me being attracted or, you know, even being like, oh, I'm attracted to this person or I'm attracted to that person. Are they attracted to me? I don't know. But me constantly looking and comparing myself to someone who doesn't look like me.
Yeah.
There is
Apples to
no
oranges.
comparison. And I grew up that way for so long, you guys. Like, so long.
Yeah.
And it's still a struggle up to this day at times, where I can look at myself and be like, you know what? I'm pretty. I don't think that I'm ugly, but does that person think I'm pretty? Does that person think I'm this? And it's like, for the longest time, I didn't think I was attractive, you know, because of that comparison. I had a bit more body, right?
Body, yada, yada,
Yeah,
yada,
yeah,
yada,
And in
Sorry, I just had to do that.
and in that pre-pubescent phase, it was like, oh, okay, this is awkward. I feel really awkward about this, and
the hardest time,
right? And I didn't realize any of that stuff until my late 20s or 30s, and correlate that nature versus nurture type of connection, right? And even like I've had all of those friends still in my life since I was that like 5 right up until now. And when Black Lives Matter and all that stuff kind of happened, they're like, I didn't know that you went through those struggles being around us. But it was just like, yeah, I've constantly compared myself to a white girl.
So you're saying your white friends didn't understand that you went through that struggle?
Yeah, they had no idea.
Okay, got it.
They had no idea that I went through that. And like, how did I build up my confidence? I had to accept that I was just different.
Yeah.
But different in a sense of you're unique. Nobody looks like you. But we